Vic he's saying he would have healed 7 and would have clawed somebody for 11, probably Faradir.
Yeah, that would have killed me.
Yeah. All right, guys. The fight is over. With everyone except Riken having been bitten by the werewolf, Bear dead, and Max, did you see my private or my whatever whisper?
Yes.
Back. Okay. So you guys are hurting pretty bad, and we need to do shadow points. So everyone that's been bitten except Faradir, because he's already done it, needs to do a wisdom save. And let's see.
That's a nice save.
I'm gonna use one of my lucky points and re-roll that.
Okay. Oh, actually, 17 passes, right?
He didn't
do we
get a
have
17 though.
I had an 11.
Oh, right. I keep thinking you guys have advantage for everything.
All right, whatever. Fuck it.
How do I whisper?
Yeah, no point. Got a +4 modifier.
How do I whisper?
So do W/ and then start typing my name, and it should pop up. All right, let me see. Sources of corruption. So Josh, you get some anguish points.
Just a second, I'm peeing on Germanoth.
Yeah, that's some anguish right there.
Yeah. So you gain 1 shadow point. If you fail, okay. Yeah, this isn't bad. Oh wait, 1 shadow. Yeah. So you have to do 1 saving throw for the death of your dog. In addition to you weren't bitten, so everybody literally has to do one. So
what do I say? What do I save on?
What was
it's a 15 or higher. You save
Wisdom.
Yep.
Dude, you realize? Yeah, my wisdom is shit.
So Burn saves, but Christian, you take 3 shadow points.
Okay.
Josh, you take 1 shadow point.
+1, so that's 2 then total.
What was the other one for?
1 for the death, and then I have to. You said I had to roll again.
Yeah, no, just one
Okay.
for the death because you weren't bitten. And was there anyone else? Faradir's already done it. Anglin failed. Okay, that's everybody, right?
I gotta put mine
Except
on.
for Tessera, but Tessera's private messaging you.
Oh, right.
It didn't seem to be working.
Put /W, not W/.
Oh, sorry. /W.
Makes more sense. Okay, yeah. Wait, what am I doing? Wisdom saves.
Yeah,
Just one.
1.
Yeah.
All right. So you take 3 shadow points. So keep track of those. And then you were going to whisper me something, right? Let's put on some music again.
My shadow points keep resetting.
Yeah, I just put them in your character sheet. Don't use the tokens.
All right, got it.
I don't know why.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what Middle Earth Atmosphere's Fangorn Forest Ambient is. Here we go.
That's pretty good.
All right. You still messaging me, Tessera? Or Max? What'd you guys think of that fight?
It was,
That
It was
super
crazy.
epic.
those heals they had were brutal.
Yeah.
I want to go over and grab the Rohirrim rider and put it on the back of his horse like he was fucking in the ass.
I thought you were doing something honorable. No.
Yeah, this is not 5e. You're gonna get some shadow points for staging an ass fucking.
No, but you know where to go, Tessera, and most people don't.
What did you say?
I said no, but you yes to the whole song thing, but in addition to that, you also know where to go, where most people don't.
Okay. I have a friend in the old forest. Might be able to help us.
Faradir's
Go
like,
see him.
Neil.
surely you don't mean Tom Bombadil, do you?
What? Who's that?
So at this point, somebody has, if you look in your lore cards, somebody has Old Forest. So if you're near, you guys are really close to the Old Forest, and so several of you actually, 2 of you have the Old Forest.
Yeah, I have it, and Tessero has it.
So anybody want to tell them about Old Forest?
Yeah, it's an old forest. It's like the same forest as Fangorn, basically. It's like that old. It's the only part, one of the only parts that survived the deforestation of the Numenorians and the wars against Sauron. And the hobbits have some. Maybe Tessero can talk about that, but they have some weird superstitions with the old forest, and
They thought they were awake.
yeah, in the southeastern edge of the forest is where Tom Bombadil lives. I don't know if I actually know that or not. Maybe I do.
You've heard of some weird dude that lives in the woods. Yeah.
Okay.
You've not seen him or anything.
There's a weird dude that lives in the woods, and I think that's
His name's Tom Bombadil.
All right,
Yeah.
so Tessero tells you he has a friend in the Old Forest, and for a hobbit to say that he wants to go into the Old Forest surprises you, fair dear.
It does, yeah. I'm like, you've never talked about this before. Are you sure you're not all loopy?
No.
It's like,
No.
have you been smoking again, dude?
All
No,
right. Just for purposes of time here, so I'm going to move you to the new map.
So we're going. We have to.
Well, you don't have to.
Well, I mean, we're
We're
going.
Don't have to.
So Tessero, you want to describe you sort of walk into this glade, and
yeah, I'm like, don't worry, guys. She's super nice, and she's really hot.
That's how he describes it.
Yeah.
So Burn, you get a little nervous because you hear running water, and the last thing, like the woman with the red hair, kind of flashes in your mind again.
Love that bitch.
Jesus.
I hate water though.
All right, so you guys can sort of move up if you want.
Let's do it. Oops. Wrong chicken.
So right away, you guys would, I guess you want to,
Mhm.
Goldberry.
You want to sort of introduce her or whatever.
Hi, Goldberry. These are my friends.
This is Goldberry.
Yeah, you want to tell everybody who she is?
Yeah, she's this nymph that I've made friends with a couple times in the forest. She saved me a couple times. We smoked a couple times. You know.
Jesus.
When Tom's up, doing things, Tessero comes.
She has the best pipe weed.
Is Goldberry a familiar name?
Is she wearing a Radiohead t-shirt?
She is. She's the wife of Tom Bombadil.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't want to blurt it out if that was like a unknown quantity.
Yeah. So most of you don't have no idea who she is, Riken. But she reminds you of the other River Maiden. So she right away, like on her face, she can see. She says that what has happened to you? You, Tessero, you look different, changed. She looks around the group and says, "All of you, something has happened."
Yeah. Say that.
Where should we start?
Riken's like, my dog died twice.
I shot my dad's skull off.
Anglin
Tessero had a pretty good time.
Anglin would,
Yes,
a
he
lot.
did.
Threw up on a couple people.
Anglin would probably say something about the shadow that we accidentally released.
She says, "Yes, Tom and I have seen that pass overhead. That is dark magic indeed.
Doom the world.
We could tell that he was heading to the coast. Are you heading to the Grey Havens?"
Yeah, we have to.
He would say we kind of feel obligated.
She says that Tom told me that that the shadow that passed over the old forest here will prey upon your worst fears, and it is a very powerful creature indeed. And she also says, "I have." Is Grimmel? Did Grimmel just show up?
Yeah.
Surprise!
Wait, where is he?
He removed him.
Like, I want a piece of that Philly.
So she says,
Just in the pool bathing.
she says, I'm able to offer one of you something that will help you, and I'm able to offer you one sort of helpful suggestion. But she says the rest of you, within a month's time, you will succumb to the shadow. Let's see here. So she, so like out of the water, she pulls this perfectly dry cloak, and she offers this.
Ooh.
Let's see here.
You having a seizure?
He's just rolling back and forth.
Ambulance. Oh,
So take a moment to read this because she describes what it's going to do to you. So take a read through this.
Beat of the forest.
Ooh.
Definitely like one of the most powerful things that you've picked up along the way, but also comes with some side effects. Does everyone see that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Reading it.
MJ, I didn't mean you had to stay muted, man. Sorry.
Poor MJ.
I couldn't hear that particular moment in combat.
All right, I thought it was like you like the silent treatment. Okay.
No. I think there was like TV on or something.
Tessero thinks it's pretty cool.
That's friggin' dope, dude. It's like a Dorian Gray picture.
Yeah, exactly. With the treat.
So
That's
she
really
asks,
freaking cool.
if you accept this gift, do you fully understand what this means for you?
Yeah.
England. Yeah, England.
Yeah. Tessero's like, yeah, but could you just say it out loud?
He's like, yeah, of course I know.
So, does someone want to try to interpret this? It's pretty it's powerful, but it's also very limiting.
So England would probably read into it and be like, "This could be very powerful for for a hobbit. It could prolong your life and even protect you from something that would normally kill you." But
Like the werewolf.
yeah,
traveling through
but
you.
he would also say that it could, it also is a weakness too, and you'll have that tree. You'll be bound to this item for forever, for good or for worse.
So if we look at Intdrot, however the last sentence, and they become rooted and tree-like and tree-bound. So MJ or Mike's doing it again, buddy. I don't know if it's for everyone else or it's doing it for me.
Yeah.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Just mute yourself when you're not talking. That should solve it.
Just
unmute whenever you want to say something.
You should turn your TV.
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yep.
So basically, if you put on this cloak, this will essentially prolong your life, as Angelin said, and sort of almost draw out the venom. But you also, the longer you wear it, the more likely you are to become rooted and stationary, and basically like kind of like a dryad, like a male dryad, where you can only go so far from your tree. If that makes sense.
Would I get to have the be right next to Tom Bombadil's house?
Well, it depends on where you become rooted, right?
Oh.
She doesn't know how long it will take exactly.
Yeah, I think Tessera would be willing to take that risk, unless anyone else.
No, England's already an elf.
Yeah, I would just say be careful because you won't be able to. You might not be able to travel anymore.
If you're good with settling down and smoking a bunch of pipe weed in the Shire, then
I've seen enough of the world.
there are worse things.
So, Tessera, are you going to take it or no?
Yeah, I think he's gonna take it.
Okay. All right, so you put it on and you instantly feel.
You instantly become a tree.
No, you instantly. You feel the venom being drawn out of your skin. You actually grow a couple inches.
Nice, and my strength becomes 15.
That's correct.
Wow.
Cool. And how tall am I now? Wait, okay, what is he? He's
2 inches taller.
he's 2 foot. He's 2'10", so I guess he's 3 feet now.
Don't become a tree near Saruman's tower. You end up with white handprints all over you.
So just to speed this up a little bit because it's almost midnight, she says, before you go to the Grey Havens, you must stop by Elostirion. There is another item there. Obviously, the Elindial Stone is not there, but there is another item there that you must take to the Grey Havens. Good night, Vic.
Night, Vic.
She says there's a horn it's an artifact that's kept in one of the 3 towers, and you must seek it out. And if you implore the elves there, that's for the benefit of the Grey Havens. They may let you borrow it.
What could I ask what the name of the horn is, or
it's called the Horn of Thorondor.
Would that be familiar to me?
You want
me to do a check?
Let's see here. No, I'm going to say a few of you.
I have a card for Thorondor.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So the he's like the Great Eagle, right?
Yeah. So go ahead and tell them about whatever it says there. I forgot. Yep, 3 of you have the Thorondor card.
Yeah. So the Eagles of Nonway. One of the gods. He had these eagles, and they're super awesome, and Gandalf calls them all the time. They're basically the Deus Ex Machina of the Lord of the Rings universe.
They've basically saved every major battle. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm assuming this horn would call them to your aid.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He says that's in the Elostirion or around Tower Hills. Okay, so I'm going to move you to the next map. So you guys are traveling across the Brandywine Bridge at this point. You've come out north out of the Old Forest, and you're crossing the Brandywine Bridge, and you see these elves laying on the ground. Most of them are not moving. This one over here appears to be moving.
Go up and talk to them.
So you actually recognize them. They're your kinsmen from Rivendell. They were the escorts of Irame.
Shit.
Did we rest at Gold?
You could. I'd say you could take like a short rest. We're not going to do any more fights tonight.
Do that right now.
We'll do the short rest in between sessions. But
all right, Langland would go over and talk to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What happened?
Yeah, we met all these people when we were in Rivendell, right?
You did. Yeah. And you've passed them once along the way. And they say there was a shadow. They've taken Irame, and then he collapses and dies. And you, let's see, I believe somebody has a lore card that's called the House of Fenway. and it is Christian. So if you want to, there is something that you guys haven't realized about Irame, but something that is very relevant to what you're doing.
Okay, so it says Fenway was the first High King of Noldor who led his people.
Of the Noldor, the
Of the
elves.
Noldor, sorry, who led his people on a journey from Middle Earth to Valinor. Fenway was perhaps one of the first elves ever born. And I don't, what's that? Cuvinian, Jared, who awoke in Cuvinian?
Cuivianen.
Okay. Fëanor was his son. Galadriel was his granddaughter. Celebrimbor was his great-grandson. And Irame was of this house of Fenway.
So essentially
Essentially
guys,
one of the oldest houses.
Yeah, but think about those people. Fëanor, the person that made the Silmarils, Galadriel, and Celebrimbor, the guy that made the Rings of Power, and Irame is of this line. So I'll just leave it there. You guys discuss this a little bit, but you think that maybe Irame, other than just being a really old elf, is also very important for some reason, and the shadow has taken her.
She made something.
She made something. We made something, and then it fucked her over.
Well, she probably wants it for some reason because she can make something.
All right, so I'm going to move you to one more map or two more maps, but we won't spend very much time there. I just wanted to take you to Tookland. So this is going to be one of your stops along the way at Tessero's house, Tessero's pad. There's a lot of weed.
Oh, nice!
This is
where we should have done our fellowship period right here.
The South Farthing, yeah.
Isn't this the West Farthing?
No, I know. I'm just saying. I was talking about the weed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you guys are. This is day 98, or you get there at day 97. You wake up day 98, and it takes you 1, 2, 3, 4 days to travel. Let me take you to Elostirion.
So did we say that England could cure the lycanthropy or no?
We will deal with that during the week on chat. How's that? We'll draw out the suspense. But Goldberry doesn't Goldberry seemed to be pretty upset about the whole thing.
I'm healed from it though, right? Because of the cloak.
You are healed. Yep.
Nice.
So who does that leave? Burren, Faradir, and Anglin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are at Elostirion. There are 3 elves. From your experience, Anglin and Faradir. Faradir's been through here before. I don't know whether Anglin would have been. Probably not.
Yeah, I wouldn't see why I'd be down here.
And I guess those other elves wouldn't have been your kinsmen. I keep forgetting that you're from Mirkwood.
Who's kinsman?
So this is Faradir. You know that this guard detail is very sparse. Bye, MJ. See you, man.
See ya.
So it'd be like, what happened to the other guards?
They've gone to the Grey Havens to fight off the Umbarians, and whatever that came up from the Shire.
Wait, what came from the Shire?
The shadow.
Oh yeah.
Did we notice anything in the Shire? Like, did anyone?
Yeah. What did we actually do in Tookland again?
You just rested. I just wanted you to. I had an encounter planned for there if the fight didn't take very long, but we don't have time for it.
Okay.
So you guys are at Elostirion. So I'm guessing you're asking for the item, or
Yeah, definitely.
okay.
The situation's dire. We need the Horn of Thorondor, or whatever it's called.
So let's do whoever can do a. Oh shit! What is that? It's. Let me look it up. This specific check for.
It's an audience roll, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it's traditions or persuasion.
Tessero has 5
Tessero can do
persuasion.
Okay. I'm going to give you no modifier. So we'll do. So just do a flat persuasion roll if you want. If you're trying to persuade them, or if somebody else is,
Let Tessero try first. There you go.
Okay. So they you can tell they don't really want to let go of this artifact, especially after the Elendil stone has been taken. But when you show them the Elendil stone and basically say, no, we're going to their aid, they give you this.
Can we call it right now?
And what Goldberry told you was blow this when doom exceeds hope.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Nice.
All right. So just who's taking the horn?
Exact words?
Huh?
Did she use those exact words?
She did.
Okay.
Funnily enough, Tom Bombadil used those exact words earlier in the night.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man.
Gross. All right. So who's taking the horn?
Who's got the best lungs?
Anglin will take it.
I don't have enough hands to hold that.
Riken and Tessero are the only ones not infected. Just
All
for
right, I'll
record.
take it. I'll take the horn. Yeah, you motherfuckers with your lycanthropy.
Okay. All right, cool. So you guys have 2 new items. You've found out some things about Irme and about sort of what's going on. You guys will arrive at the Grey Havens on day 104 on January 28th. Oh, that was perfect timing for the music. All right. So we'll finish there for the night. We'll do short rests sort of in the intervening time. You can use your hit dice. No leveling. Now, Anglin, for your heals, did you have to use hit dice?
No, he uses healing dice.
I use healing die for that.
Oh, wow.
They recover every day.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we'll talk about what that heal does for you. I'll look at the language and then I'll make an executive decision.
Beans.
All right. What'd you guys think?
Fun. That was a lot of fun. I really
sick.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, that was good. Cool session.
I like Tessero's new abilities.
Yeah. Tessero is going to be. Well,
That was supposed to be for me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it really. Vic was gunning for you, and
I figured.
and so yes, that item was geared specifically towards you. I didn't realize he was going to infect quite so many people, but that's cool. It adds like a nice sort of, especially after what we talked about possibly doing like a part 2, like that adds some flavor. But you guys have another month before the first full moon.
Man, he finally got me.
Yeah, he
I think
did.
I'd be like immune by now for being bit by like 15 times.
I know.
Yeah.
So it's Faradir. I'm gonna write this down.
Faradir,
Burn.
Anglin, and Burren. Sort of like Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli.
Yeah,
We can just be the werewolves of the Fellowship of the Werewolves.
All right, guys, we're on our last session, if you can believe it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you guys are gearing up for a pretty nasty battle.
Yeah, sure.
One day I'm gonna watch all these episodes and see how many times I've actually been hit.
Well, he stayed totally away from you tonight.
I know.
I didn't take any damage. I didn't even move during the fight.
I'm sorry, Josh.
That's all right.
It worked out for you, though.
It's all right. I did some damage. I feel good.
Yeah, you did a lot of damage. And Bear, it was cool to see Bear again.
Yeah,
For sure.
for a minute.
Yeah, briefly.
Bear did a lot.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He really did.